What's good, besties? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're not just talking about money, we're talking about the silent war being waged against your bank account by some of the most insidious players in the game, credit card companies. They're not just lending you money, they're playing chess with your brain, and spoiler alert, you're usually the pawn. If you've ever felt like you're constantly trying to catch up with your credit card balance, or that rewards somehow just lead to more spending, you're not alone. And it's not your fault. Mostly. Today, we're exposing their brilliant, slightly evil playbook of psychological traps. Grab your popcorn, because this tea is scalding. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about the illusion of free money. When you get that shiny new card, or even just look at your credit limit, it doesn't feel like debt, does it? It feels like potential. Like an emergency fund you never had to save for, or an extension of your paycheck. This is mental accounting 101. Your brain processes credit differently from cash. When you swipe a card, there's no immediate physical pain of handing over bills. It's just a smooth, satisfying beep. This detachment between the act of spending and the actual loss of money is a powerful psychological trick. It reduces the pain of paying, making you more likely to spend above your means. It's like a financial anesthesia. They want you to forget that every swipe is a promise to pay them back, with interest. And that, my friends, is where the real fun begins. Which brings us to trap number 2, minimum payments, maximum pain. This is the villain in our story. Your credit card statement arrives, and nestled among all the spending, there's that tiny, innocent-looking minimum payment due. It's usually something ridiculously low, like 1 to 3% of your balance. Oh, I can totally afford that, you think, breathing a sigh of relief. And that's exactly what they want you to think. But here's the cold, hard truth: minimum payments are designed not to help you pay off your debt, but to keep you in debt for as long as humanly possible, maximizing the interest they collect. Let's do some quick math. Imagine you have a $5,000 balance at 20% APR, and your minimum payment is just 2% of the balance, or $100, whichever is higher. If you only make minimum payments, it could take you over 20 years to pay that off, and you'd pay thousands more in interest than the original purchase price. That $5,000 purchase just turned into a $10,000 nightmare. They're basically offering you a subscription service to your own debt. Now, for a trap that feels like a gift: reward programs and gamification. Who doesn't love getting something back? Cash back, airline miles, points for gift cards, it all sounds amazing. Get 2% cash back on all purchases. Sounds like you're saving money, right? Wrong. This is a classic behavioral economics trick. Credit card companies know that the allure of rewards encourages you to spend more. That 2% cash back is suddenly negligible when you spend an extra $500 on impulse buys just to maximize your rewards. Studies show people with reward cards spend significantly more than those without. It's a game, and they've set the rules so that even when you win points, they win your bigger spending habits. You're not getting free flights, you're subsidizing those flights with your overspending. It's like getting a free espresso shot after buying a $7 coffee you didn't really want. Next, let's talk about the scarcity and urgency play. Ever seen those limited time offer balance transfers with 0% introductory APR for 12 months? Or a sign-up bonus that expires if you don't hit a spending target in the first 90 days? These are textbook scarcity and urgency tactics. Our brains are hardwired to respond to limited-time deals. It creates a fear of missing out, FOMO, and pushes us to make quick, often impulsive financial decisions without fully considering the long-term implications. That 0% APR sounds great, but what happens when the intro period ends and the rate skyrockets to 25% on your remaining balance? Suddenly, you're drowning. They're banking on you not paying it off in time, or on you getting swept up in the excitement and overlooking the fine print. It's not a helping hand, it's a gilded cage. Beyond these overt tactics, credit card companies are masters of behavioral economics 101. They've got PhDs in psychology on their payroll, trust me. One big one is loss aversion. Humans generally feel the pain of a loss more intensely than the pleasure of an equivalent gain. If you miss a payment, the late fee isn't just a charge, it feels like a loss that you desperately want to avoid. This keeps you focused on just getting by, rather than aggressively paying down debt. Then there's anchoring. They might show you an incredibly high standard APR, so when they offer you a slightly lower rate, it feels like a deal, even if it's still predatory. And finally, choice overload. Have you tried picking a credit card recently? The sheer number of options, terms, rewards, and annual fees can be overwhelming. This paralysis often leads people to either pick a suboptimal card or stick with what they have, even if it's not serving them, simply to avoid the mental effort of comparing. They make it complicated so you stop thinking too hard. And let's not forget the prestige trap. Platinum, Gold, Black, Sapphire Preferred, Reserve, Centurion, the names themselves scream exclusivity. These premium cards often come with high annual fees, but promise luxury benefits like airport lounge access, concierge services, and exclusive experiences. But ask yourself, are you actually using these benefits enough to justify the hundreds of dollars in annual fees? Or are you just paying for the perceived status? It's the financial equivalent of buying a designer t-shirt when a perfectly good one exists for a fraction of the price. They're selling you an identity, a feeling of making it, and it's a very expensive feeling if you're not getting commensurate value. Flexing with a black card might look cool on the gram, but if it's draining your real-life wallet, who are you really impressing? So, now that we've exposed their dark arts, how do we fight back? Don't worry, I got you. Here's my 5-step battle plan to reclaim your financial sovereignty. Step 1. Become a statement detective. Read your credit card statement like it's the juiciest gossip you've ever heard. Don't just glance at the minimum payment. Look at your APR, total balance, and especially the interest charged section. Understand where your money is going. If you don't understand it, you can't control it. This is your personal financial battlefield intelligence. Step 2. Pay more than the minimum. Always, ***, this is non-negotiable. If you can only afford the minimum, you're in trouble. Even an extra $20 or $50 above the minimum can shave years and thousands of dollars off your debt. Treat the minimum payment as the absolute bare minimum to avoid penalties, not your actual payment goal. My personal hack. Pay double the minimum. If the minimum is $50, pay $100. It adds up faster than you think. Step 3. Automate your payments. The smart way: set up auto payments, but not just for the minimum. Set it for a fixed amount that's significantly higher than the minimum, or even the full statement balance if you can swing it. This removes the decision-making fatigue and ensures you never miss a payment, avoiding those pesky late fees and interest hikes. Step 4. Treat rewards as a bonus, not a goal. Stop letting rewards dictate your spending. If you were going to buy something anyway, great, take the points. But never, ever, ever make a purchase just to earn rewards. Do the math. Is 2% cash back on an extra $500 purchase worth losing $500 of your actual money? Probably not. The best reward is staying out of debt and saving your actual cash. Step 5. Master your budget. This is the bedrock of financial freedom. Before you even think about swiping that card, know exactly how much money you have coming in, and exactly where it needs to go. A strict budget, like the 50/30/20 rule or zero-based budgeting, puts you in control. When you budget proactively, credit cards become a convenience tool, not a crutch or a psychological trap. Alright, besties, that was a lot, but understanding these traps is the first step to dismantling them. Credit card companies are not your friends. They are businesses designed to make profit, and they are incredibly good at using psychology to do it. But now you're armed with knowledge. You know their game. It's time to play smarter, not harder. Be vigilant, be disciplined, and protect your hard-earned cash. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more spicy financial truths, and let me know in the comments below, what's the craziest credit card trap you've ever fallen for, or brilliantly avoided? Share your stories. Stay financially savvy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.